Today, I've got something a little bit special for you. We are going to take a sneak peek at the possible future. Anyway, let's introduce the players and I'll carry on elaborating on that one. First of all, we have ByuN. His opponent is Elazer. So, two good players. And now, why is it the future? Because this is a map called Black Engine, which is not in the current map pool. So, I have a bunch of replays from the Team Liquid Map Contest 17, which is essentially the source for new maps. That's essentially. Sometimes it gets complicated and it takes a while for the maps to be uploaded, but essentially people make a bunch of maps, the community, they get judged, and then they go into this tournament. The pros play on these maps, and eventually Blizzard puts them up. So yeah, a lot of what happens in this Team Liquid map contest actually does affect them later on. So let's have a look at this map. ByuN's doing something funny with his barracks, but we'll have a look there. So opposite spawn points with quite a big main. That feels, maybe it's normal. In terms of the ramp, there is no ramp into the second, so you got this flat area. Oh, okay, wait, you've got this, which is similar to Stargazers, right? And then you've got your third on this side. Okay, this seems like a decent map. Got a little bit of things happening in the middle. Yeah, you got whatever that is. Okay, this looks like a relatively normal map, right? There's nothing too major, just as I'm scrolling through it. Is this the one that's supposed to have 1,000,000 levels? I think so. Oh, anyway. Hey, Reaper. Reaper doing damage. And Reaper's not going to get too much damage done, while we are trying to enjoy the map. Come on, ByuN, can you be a little bit considerate? Queen's gonna come poke it away. But yeah, some of these maps are a little bit more crazy than others. This one doesn't seem too bad at all. It seems quite nice. I think this base is gonna be a pain to defend. Look at that, that is a wide choke. Especially if you're Terran, you're going to have to maybe think of going out here, Terran or Protoss. But you can't really defend there. You've got the rocks over here. Go away, Reaper Man. And if you get to this one, it's a smaller choke, but there's two chokes. I suspect, and I may be wrong, but I suspect there's going to be a lot of aggression here. Especially around the third base, because it's going to be quite easy to get into that third base. Harder to get into the natural, but then again, if you take here, no, it should be fine. If you've got a couple of siege tanks placed here, no one can really sneak in, and you can defend the third. Okay. Anyway, so let's have a look at these players. ByuN versus Elazer, two fantastic players. ByuN, obviously, one of the best micro players in the world. Elazer, just a very clever player. He plays good strategies. Yeah, and I think he's been on a bit of good form lately. So we'll see who's going to win between these two. On the production tab, we see a Liberator. That's an early Liberator, so a little bit of harassment there. Quite standard builds for both of them. They're not doing anything tricky on the new map. I like the textures. I like this. I don't know what it is, but I like the texture change on this map. That looks pretty cool. And stuff like this is always cool. I mean, I assume this is supposed to be like a floating platform. Yeah, there's space. So it's a floating with pink crystals. And a lot of machinery. Black Engine. I'll try to remember the names. Yeah, very, very nice map. There are a bunch of different what is it, categories for the maps. Ooh, hang on, hold that thought. Hellions are gonna go for a drive-by. 3 drones killed instantly. He's gonna get more. There's 5, 6. Yeah, this was, he just snuck them right in there. I think he actually could have gotten a little bit more, but he wants to still get out with someone. I don't think he's quite willing to sacrifice them. 9 workers killed. Yeah, I think ByuN will be happy with that. I mean, that's quite a lot of resources that because obviously the Zerglings as well. ByuN's 4th base is up. Marines are hiding behind the gas, doing a little back and forward march. Why are they doing that? Like, they're not controlled. That's interesting. I didn't even know what to say to that. It's just Marines. Hey, they stopped. Ah, there we go. ByuN moves them. Oh, that was cool to watch. Overlord, you're being excited. Exciting. Okay, so Elazer chooses to go 4th base here and 5th base on the far end. Gonna see a Baneling drop or Baneling run by. And we're seeing medevacs at the same time. Both players could deal a little bit of damage here. I think. Yeah, ByuN's got a nice little sim city here, so I don't think the Banelings are going to get in. Okay, marine drop happening in the main. I will keep my eye on that bottom corner to see when the Banelings do go in. Okay, here comes the Banelings. Picks up, and these Banelings are taking the long way around. Oh wow, the reaction time of ByuN pretty good. Ring-a-rosy with the Banelings. These medevacs are in trouble. Oh, that's the full one as well. Good catch. Very good catch there. That was actually some really cool micro for ByuN to lower the depots, move the SCVs around. That was a fun little interaction. Yeah, I love how these guys play StarCraft. You know, they're insane. It's so good to watch, and especially when you really keep your eye out for the minor details that they do. Like, if you've played this game a lot, you'll know. If you're maybe casual and you've never played, or you're just watching or whatever, you might not necessarily know how difficult each of these things are. Like, there's a lot involved, and you need some accurate clicking and fast hands. Yeah. And you need to be thinking all the while. You need to have a brain on you. Oh, a little bit of melted metal there, flapping in the wind. Single Zergling. So we see a lot of mines now. This is a Widowmine drop that's just not gotten anything done yet. And he's gonna try send it in when I'm not looking. Watch. Where is the tech gonna go for Elazer? At this stage he's just on Lingbane, which I like, but at some stage he is gonna have to move a little bit onto some late game tech. Alright, here's ByuN. He is moving out after a little bit of a passive moment in the game. Banelings come charging through. A little bit of damage. I don't think the best hits. He might have been a little bit too overzealous with that attack. Just gotta wait for them to get onto creep. Alrighty. Changing here, pretending to be a marine. Okay, now suddenly, yeah, ByuN hasn't been working on the creep, so as you can see, it is way out. A lot more Banelings are gonna come in. Yeah, no need to rush the defense at the same time, sending a whole bunch of the army around. Ooh, this could be very, very damaging. Okay, the army of ByuN is pulling back. Elazer is moving forward. That's 17 workers that go down. And Boom! That's 31 workers going down. Elazer with a absolute wonderful move, even bringing in the drone for support. He's got to defend at home now. ByuN is going to get rid of this base and pick up and get out. Okay, at the same time, another army moving here up to the northern side of the bases. Drilling claws on the way. In terms of upgrades, we've got 2-2 and 1-2 for Elazer. Bye, drone. Alright, so I think Elazer did a lot of damage there, you know? But he's just got to be careful because his army supply is way less than the Terran. Terran is going into 3-3. Still on 4 bases. I mean, I guess you don't want the Terran to be on 5 bases. And he's going to have to start thinking at some stage because there's a lot of marauders in this army. It's very marauder heavy. You might have to get something other than just Ling Bane to help deal with the marauders, to help deal with the mines. Because, I mean, ByuN might just walk through here and end the match. This is a very big possibility. Okay, trying to get a good engagement here. A lot of banelings joining. They're rolling forward. Have some fun. Nope. Creep spread is gone. Okay, so creep spread being taken away here is big for ByuN, obviously. Alright, we see suddenly, well, finally, the transition. We're seeing the infestation pit, which means probably a hive, maybe something like vipers and festers. Bunch of happy banelings. No! Ouch! A bunch. What is that? 4? Lost to a single widow mine. Oh, I like this. Burrows them there, just waiting for something to happen. At the same time, Terran drop in the main base. Zerglings are rushing to defend. Okay, they will eventually pull off the defense. ByuN is going to attack now from this angle. Elazer is moving into the right place to defend. He's got an army on this side that's going to come for a flank. Okay, armies attacking from a couple of different angles. The widow mine hits are deadly. But I think... oof, that was huge. It was a huge widow mine hit. At the same time, Queens and Lings defending the marauders on the other side. But these units that were picked up, they just dropped back down. They are so low on health. And he still stims. ByuN, you give me heart like palpitations and stuff when you do that. Those units are so low. Okay, so now he's just going to do his micro magic, dropping all over the show. Elazer so far, I must be honest, he's playing well. I think he's defending okay. Like, yeah, Elazer's playing really well for me. I mean, this is ByuN. ByuN is just going crazy with his drops and attacks from different angles, and there hasn't been game-breaking damage. Like 31 drones, yeah, 36 SCV. So, you know, they're even on that one. Oh. Yeah, I think he's playing well. 5th base has landed. This is going to be scouted by Elazer with this Ling run by. And he's going to get a nice bit of damage here too. There is nothing to defend here. Burrow the banelings. Oh. Oh, ByuN saw it. He's trying for the landmines. Nah, he saw it again. Nice try. I like that he tried, but yeah, unfortunately ByuN is awake to those things. This space is going to be in a little bit of trouble. The Zerg is rushing back for the defense. A lot of workers going down here. That's 27. Oh, widow mines. This base goes down before ByuN picks up and leaves again. And now he is going to march across or not. 27 SCVs is good damage though. These guys are... they're playing a good game and they're very close in supply. Worker counts are even. Which is obviously not great for the Zerg. Zerg would like a bigger economy. He did go for the Spire. So we'll see where the Spire is going to lead. Did I miss another big explosion here? Sorry, I'm going to replay that quickly. Oh, it's just 2 that come in and kaboom. Not too bad. 4 workers, 2 banings. Sounds good. ByuN attacking into this position. So he's just rotating from left to right. And now he's going to drop this small army on this side. The 2-pronged harassment. Making it a little bit tricky. Watch the Widow Mines. Ooh, that's a bunch of Zerglings being lost. There are some quality Widow Mine hits coming down here for ByuN. And where's the army? Elazer's army is pretty much okay, there it is. There's a big chunk of it. But the problem with this many Marauders is the Banelings are just not getting the value. They're trying to find Marines, but there's more Banelings than Marines. I mean, Marauders don't really deal with Zerglings very quickly, so I guess that's the upside. Elazer's supply is dropping immensely. Ah, these Marauders, they're not dying. GG is called. ByuN just wins with a very Marauder heavy. That's the second Marauder heavy game that I've casted in 2 days. I don't know. Elazer played really well. I was really happy with the way he played that one. I think just towards the end, he didn't quite have an answer. He needed some more consistent damage that the Banelings wouldn't provide against the Marauders. But anyway, that was a really fun one. And now we see one of the first new maps. So I'm going to do a bunch of these over the next couple of weeks. You know, just throw them in here or there so we can kind of get an idea of the maps we might be playing in the future. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to drop a like rating. And if you want to see more StarCraft, please subscribe to the channel. I appreciate all of the support. Thank you so much, and I will see you in the next one.